Hello, everybody. My name is Big Al, and Behavior has a survey. As I was going through the survey, I started to have ideas and opinions. So I decided to make a video. I honestly don't know if they actually take these surveys seriously. I hope they do, to a certain extent. But let's just go into it. How satisfied are you with Dead by Daylight? I am satisfied. If I was not satisfied, I would not be playing this game, nor would I be filling out the survey. Like, I wouldn't care enough. To what extent do you agree with the following? Dead by Daylight is fun. I agree. It is a fun game. And I don't see the point in these. Right? Same thing with this one. Dead by Daylight is worth the time I spent on it. Okay, so you can answer all these three into one question. And that is are you satisfied with the game? Because if you're satisfied, obviously you're gonna think the game's fun. If you think the game's fun, you're gonna you're gonna think the time you spent on it was worth it. And if you did not like the game, you wouldn't be seeing the survey, you wouldn't be playing the game anyways. I guess you can be dissatisfied with the game and still find it fun because, bugs. But you're still playing the game despite the bugs. So overall, you still be satisfied, right? I don't know. It seems kind of weird. I feel the game is fair. I strongly disagree with that one. I play Killer, I play Solo Survivor, and I also play with Swift. I play with my friends as a survivor. I disagree. Mainly for a lot of, actually, for mainly for the Swift part. Um, I should say it's unfair for the Killer against Survive with Friends. Because, in my humble opinion, Survivor, like Solo Survivor, are getting there. They're in a pretty good spot right now. As far as killers, they're mostly fine. I believe that there's some killers that could use a look into, such as Legion. I like Legion. I played Legion a lot actually. Um, I feel though they could use a look into maybe a rework of their power or perhaps their add-ons, because actually a lot of killer add-ons are just complete garbage. Like their best add-ons are actually the rare quality, and the iridescent ones are kind of just crap. Um, Moving on though, why do I think the game's unfair? Because of Survive with Friends. With Survivor Friends, you can eliminate a lot of killer perks, especially since they don't give you an indication on like who is in a group, right? So a killer doesn't really have a. They don't really know, for the most part, unless you go to the Steam profile page and take a quick look at their friends list or something, right? Um, so as a Swift, you can see, for example, say a killer's using blackout, you can just relay to your friends where you're at. You don't need if you see their totem, they all know where the totem is. The communication is really strong in this game. Like Swift alone eliminates a lot of killer perks. Now, also as a Swift, they don't need to bring perks. What I mean by that is, like, they don't need Bond to know where everybody's at. They know where everybody's at. Like, they don't need to see Bond or Empathy, rather, to know if anybody's going for the hook or not. They just communicate that. Same thing with a lot of other perks. I can't think of them much right now, but those are just some examples. Like survivors don't need to bring perks. so they can just bring in the meta build, right? And so, like, so say like a killer is chasing a survivor. That survivor can relay to his three friends, or she, or her rather, her three friends, um, that the killer is on her. They can go on gens, right? It's really powerful. Swift is. The game is not meant to have survive with friends. It really is not. And until they'll do anything about that, my personal opinion, I have two ideas how they can solve survive with friends. The first one is to add a debuff, a speed debuff, which if you're in a group, right? If you're in a group, that's when you get the debuff. That way, solo survivors do not get the debuff. Only if you're with a group. And secondly, the more of the group is, the more severity of the debuff. And debuff is just slow progression on gens and healing maybe. I think that's more fair because Swift are so efficient. They really are. Another idea is have items in the game. Now, what I mean by that, not in the game, but like in the trial. And what I mean by that is like you kind of like Friday the 13th. The way they did that was kind of interesting, where you need components to find a way to escape. Like exit door, you need to find a lever. To repair generators, you need to find like oil canisters or something. I feel like survivors need another objective to do besides generators. They maybe need to find some parts. Who knows, right? I feel like they need something to do to survive with friends, to give killers a chance. Because right now, solo queues they're getting a lot better. And I'm dwelling on this a little too long, so let's just go ahead and continue. Which role do you play? I mostly play killer because I'm by myself, although I do play survivor here and there. Prefer to play. I prefer to play both. Like when I'm with friends, I play a survivor. And I do enjoy both roles. I do enjoy playing killer and survivor. I'm on PC. Initiate cross progression. Which additional platforms are you most likely to play on? I have PC. I don't need a PS4, 5, Xbox, Scarlet, One, Switch. I don't need any of that. When did you start playing Dead by Daylight? Pretty much when the game released. I just wasn't very active. Because at the time, my computer couldn't even run the game. It was that shit. Until I built my own computer. The Silent Hill chapter. Have you played the latest chapter? Yes, I played the killer. I haven't played Heather. I'm not calling her Cheryl. I know that's her real name, but in number 3, she went with as Heather for the most part of the game, so I call her Heather. So I haven't played her yet. A lot of my survivors do need some leveling, but I got like the most of the perks I want anyways. So that's another issue I feel with survivors is that survivors are just skins. Once you have their perks, they're just skins. That's all they are. Killers I find more interesting because each killer has their own uniqueness, right? They have their own uniqueness, and that's why I enjoy killer because they all have different playstyles. Well, survivors, they're all the same. Do gens. That's it. I do play both roles. Maybe I should answer that one. No, no, because they want. Yeah, no, no. I play as killer. Yeah, okay. I play both roles, but they're asking the characters. Okay. Which best describes when you first heard about the? Wait. Oh yeah. I heard it in May. Um, one of my friends showed me about the trailer or something like that. I'm like, oh, I'm getting back into the game because I'm a huge Silent Hill fan. Love the love the franchise. With the latest chapter, I'm very satisfied actually. I like the Easter eggs they did with the map. Um, how true they are to the characters. Just that's they did a lot of good work with it. It feels that it's Silent Hill. The like the whole theme. They got the theme. They, they nailed it down. It's good. Did you play Dead by Daylight prior acquiring this chapter? Yes, but in the past. How passionate are you about? Oh, I'm extremely passionate. That's I love Silent Hill. How much did it frustrate you to have to wait between hearing about the chapter and it being released? I wasn't frustrated at all. Not the slightest. Um, I keep updated, but I'm just not bothered by it. If you guys release information, cool. If not, I'm just assuming you're gonna work on it. How would you rate the quality of the following features? I think the appearance and the gameplay really good. Um, a lot of people hate hate the map. Um, but I feel because people don't know the layout of the map, it's not bad. Um, because there's four ways to go up, right? So if I'm not mistaken, there's four ways. Two of them stairs. One is accessible only by killer if you do decide to open that one up, and then there's the ramp in one of the classrooms. A lot of people just have issues navigating, but I feel that's because they haven't took the time to actually like think of the landmarks around the areas, right? Like for example, the office section. I know it's right by the bathroom, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, I might be mistaken, but it's like once you go into the map and once you play it enough, you'll know the map layout. And I feel like that's the main issue is that people are just not used to the map because the map honestly is not showing up that often. It's usually the Coldwind Farm, Macmillan Estates, or the forest, right? Those like really big maps. Um, Redwood, I think maybe. But yeah, I think a lot of people just need more time on the map to know where everything is because it's not that big of a map as most people think it is. Um, because it's a square, right? It's a hallways with rooms on the side and a courtyard. The map itself is not that big. And there's a lot of ways to get down now. I think about it, from the second floor. Yeah. Yeah, people are just having issues with navigating the whole place. But yeah, the look is very truthful to the Silent Hill. I love it. It's so good. The perks. Pyramid Head. Okay. How fun is it to play with the following killer perks? Forced Penance, I just don't see a use. When a survivor takes a protection hit, they are afflicted with broken status effect for 60 seconds. How is that useful? I'm legit trying to think of what scenario that would benefit you. I'm trying to think, and I just don't see it. I don't see it because if you know if he's body blocking, you hit him, you know, most cases are not, you're gonna go after him. Like I just don't see the point. Trail of Torment. Oh yeah, here we are. So after kicking a generator, you become undetectable for 16 seconds. During this time, the generator or yellow aura is revealed to survivors, which is kind of interesting because it could be, what was her name? Nancy, I think, that tells people where she's at, or something of the sort. So if there's a Nancy, or if anybody using that Nancy's perk, I'm not sure if it's actually her perk. Um, it could confuse survivors. I think that's kind of hilarious. But it's a minute cooldown. But I like Trail of Torment. It has some synergy with some other perks there are out there right now. It's the same thing with Deathbound. When a person heals another, like a survivor, if they're 8 meters away, they'll become oblivious for a whole minute. Now that's really good, I think, because they don't know where you are. I think that's pretty good. So how fun is it to play with the following perks? I don't find Force Penance fun at all. The other two, I moderately find it's fun. Maybe not meta, but it's fun to use. What potential does each new killer perk have to work well with other character perks? I don't see like any kind of synergy. Like there might be a chance. I'm sitting here thinking I don't know. Maybe with Butcher? I don't know. I can't say like there's no chance because there might be a chance. I'm gonna say little. Trail of Torment has a lot of synergy with a lot of perks actually. Like for example, Pop. That's a good one. Anything that requires like generator really that allows you to kick it. Deathbound. I think there's quite a few synergies with that one. It's quite interesting how you can make builds with those. I don't know all the builds, obviously. I just at the top of my head. How would you rate the following features? The character appearance. I think he looks freaking fantastic. Very true to his design in Silent Hill 2. His power. His power is interesting. I like his power because he shakes up the meta for survivors. Like they can't always rely on DS, borrowed time. A lot of the meta perks that they have out there. So I think that's quite interesting. Especially when his attack goes through walls. And that alone, like the nurse, is very powerful. He is pretty strong killer because of that. He's not spirit or nurse level, but he is pretty up there. And his lore, a lot of people are pissed off about the lore, but after reading his lore in the Dead by Daylight, I would say it's after like right after sometime Silent Hill 2 is when the entity grabbed him. How engaging do you find the general feeling and theme of the Executioner? Extremely engaging. He is true. Like his attack animation, like his Mori and his grab, perfect. It's perfect. There's nothing about Pyramid Head that's not who he is. He's absolutely perfect. Like with the whole feeling of him and his theme, it's good. To what extent do you agree with the following? I am satisfied with repeatedly pushing the spacebar during the hook struggle phase as survivor. I'm neutral. I have no issues with pressing spacebar. In fact, you can just keybind it to something else, like with a mouse wheel, a mouse button. to another key on the keyboard. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter. I don't care. You can just key bind it if you don't like it. I would prefer a different mechanic for the hook struggle phase than repeatedly pushing the spacebar. I don't know about that. Because I mean, yeah, I mean, pressing the spacebar repeatedly could be annoying. Especially when you hear, like, all the damn time. But again, like, you can just keybind it. They would have to suggest a mechanic first before I can even give my input on if I would prefer the pressing the spacebar mechanic. Because right now they're not giving you anything. When trapped in the executioner's cage, survivors must complete skill checks to avoid being taken by the entity. To what extent do you agree with the following? I am satisfied with the skill check mechanic during the cage phase. I strongly agree. It's unique. It's different. And the fact that you don't have to, keep repeatedly press the spacebar, which is, it's nice. It's nice. I would prefer that skill check mechanic replace the spacebar mechanic during the hook struggle phase. I disagree. I somewhat disagree. I mean, there's no normal disagree, so I'm gonna have to say somewhat. But yeah, I disagree somewhat. I want the cage mechanic to be unique in its own right. If they really want to change this the hook struggle phase mechanic, I believe they should find another method. I don't know what that method could be, but I would personally prefer the skill check to be exclusive to Pyramid Head's cage mechanic, because it'll definitely catch off people by off guard. That's just my opinion. How would you rate your experience with the matchmaking in the last 3 months? Negative. The matchmaking time is completely negative. For killer, because you have to go by both. It can't be just survivor or killer. It's both. For the matchmaking time for survivor, it's pretty positive. It's pretty good. Maybe even very positive. But for killer, it's pretty abysmal. It's pretty god awful. Not gonna lie. So I'm going to say negative for that reason. Teammates matched, i.e., ranked matched skill level. It's garbage. I've seen people on stream, even my own experiences, where now I think about it. Hold on, let me just finish this thought. Like where I, as a red rank, get matched with a much lower rank killer. I'm talking about like yellow, white ranks sometimes, even green ranks. I should not be matched. Purple and reds, yes, if I'm in the red ranks. If I was purple, I would probably match with red, purple, and green. Like I think that's how it should have been. But people are abusing this mechanic, where like they're like low rank teaming up with their friends who are in the red ranks, right? So therefore they get like low rank killers who have yet to develop the skills to compete against the red ranks, right? So I think the whole teammate matched with rank bullshit is bullshit. It's crap. Opponents match against rank match skill level. Again, garbage. They really need to rework the entire matchmaking. To what degree would you be interested in using the following? An indicator of the wait time for a match when you enter the killer or survivor queue. I'm very interested. I would personally like to know the wait time. It's not needed, but it's nice. It's nice. It's not needed, but it's nice. A blood point boost incentive to switch from my desired role to another with a shorter wait time. I'm actually interested in that. This could, um, this could allow survivors to play as killer, right? You think that, but it's to another role with a shorter wait time. Survivor's wait time is never long, so I think they're encouraging killers to go to a survivor, right? I mean, that's what I'm looking at here. Because as of right now, the killer wait time is long, right? A lot longer compared to Survivor. But I am interested in seeing what they could do. Because any incentive to switch sides, to forcibly, not forcibly, but to coax one side to play as another side, um, is actually good because that will potentially allow the other side to see what it's like to be on the opposition, where they pretty much have the veil lifted from their eyes. So instead of having like survivor mains or killer mains, we'll have actually a mixed batch, where maybe everybody can start agreeing on something. Instead, like, I'm a survivor main, killers should be nerfed to the ground. Or killers go, survivor, it's too survivor sided, blah blah blah. Just try to get rid of it. I mean, it won't happen, but it's a nice thought. Which would be the most interested in? Well, here's the thing: an indicator of wait time is nice, but it doesn't do anything. But a blood point boost incentive to switch to another, yeah, that's more positive out of the whole thing. I mean, it encourages to switch roles, and I'm all for that. My question is, with the whole like shorter wait time, that's the only thing that bothers me. Like, I'm very curious. So, if say since I play a lot of killer, would no, let's reverse this. If you play Survivor, right, like a lot of Survivor, and an option will pop up for you to switch to killer, would that make you ahead of the killer queue? I'm very curious, like what they mean by that, because right now killer queues are long. The short time is actually Survivor, so I'm kind of curious, like what they're going with here. Imagine that there's a very high wait time to play a match as your desired role, killer, and there's a very short wait time for the opposite role, Survivor. If a blood point boost were offered for you to move from your desired role to the opposite role, what is the minimum blood point bonus that may entice you to switch? So again, it's asking the same question. It's asking the same question. Let's say 25%. Dead by Daylight hopes to undergo graphics improvements. Which of the following are expectations you have about improved graphics? Oh, can I answer more than one? Oh, I can. Updated animations will make the game smoother. I really like the fact the game would be smoother. Yeah, I would like that. But expectations? Oh no, my expectations are kind of low. To be perfectly honest, my expectations are very low, considering the amount of bugs they have in this game. So, I mean, it's already a defeated. Yeah, this question's already been defeated for that reason. Updated graphics will make the game more immersive. Yes, it will. I like the game to be immersive, but after you've played this game for so long, the immersion will go away, right? So I don't think the update. I don't think that I'm not expecting that. I mean, it will look nice, but in the end, right? You're not really gonna look at the graphics when you're chasing or being chased. You're not gonna look at the graphics. The only time that you're gonna be looking around is as a survivor, for the most part, when you're doing a generator, and that's when you kind of take into notice for the most part of the graphics. Just an idea, I guess. Um, more like yeah, like they're gonna pay more attention to loops and obstacles and so forth. So I don't think this is gonna work. Updating lighting will make the game scarier. In some aspects they could. Updated graphics will benefit my gameplay. How? I'm very curious. How is that going to update your gameplay or benefit your gameplay? Because a lot of because you can go to your settings right now and just drop everything down to crap level, right? So I don't see the point because people will abuse it, and plus people will use like shaders and all that to for their monitor to try to get an upper hand anyways, right? So it's not going to do anything. I don't think. No, I have no expectations. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have. I mean, I'm hoping the game will run smoother. Dead by Daylight hopes to undergo graphics improvements. Which of the followings are concerns you have about the improved graphics? The general gameplay would be affected. Yeah. Performance on a platform I may change. I'm not changing. Performance on other platforms may change and affect the crossplay experience. Well, we'll just have to find out. Because it may not be the graphics, right? It may not the graphics may not influence the crossplay experience. The crossplay experience would be itself. My PC will not be able to run the game following the graphic. Yeah, it'll be fine. Changes in actually, it's. I'm hoping it's more optimized. I should let me go other bugs. That's my legit other concerns. Bugs. From what medium, other than TV shows and movies, would you like to see licensed chapters introduced? Well, they already done video games. I'm not interested in real life. Anime? Anime. No, no, not it. No, no. Just video games. Video games and movies and TVs. I think that's more than enough material than they'll get for like a remainder of the because there's so many video games out there, right? There's so much material out there. Yeah, just video games would be fine, which they already started to do. What is one license that you most like to see? I would say Nemesis from Resident Evil. There we go. Yeah, Resident Evil, Killer, Nemesis, Survivor, Jill. I think that would be a good. Um, I think that'd be a good choice, honestly. To what extent? I mean, a lot of people want Springtrap from Five Nights at Freddy. I don't see why. To what extent do you agree with the following? Playing on the same map several times during a play session gets boring. Strongly agree. Strongly agree. I am so freaking tired of the cornfield maps. I am so tired of that god dang map. Playing different maps in the same realm several times during a play session. Yes. Yes. I would like, I would like to play. I would like to see like the game more often. I would like to see the new map more often. But you get those, like, you get the corn map so often. Ugh. You can tell I don't like it. Even as Survivor, I don't like it. I prefer it when a new map is in the entirely new realm than the rest. Wait, what did that mean? When a new map is in an entirely new realm than the rest. Sure? I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I think they're talking about. Oh, wait, are they talking about like hold on, wait up. Wait, hold on. I prefer it when a new map is in an entirely new realm than the rest. Oh, wait, so I'm guessing what they're talking about is instead of having like cornfield, cornfield, and cornfield, but they're all different. I think they are talking about when they make a new map, it won't have the similarities. All right, so what they're saying is if they make a new map, it'd be a map all on its own. I somewhat agree to that. But then again, like, I would like to see more Silent Hill maps if possible. Maybe not just the school. So I'm gonna somewhat agree. I just like when the new map is an already established realm. It's kind of like these two, though, right? Like playing on the same map several times doing it's boring. Oh, wait, okay, so I see. So if you get like the corn map, like the same exact corn map several times, it gets boring. Ah, I see. Playing different maps in the same realm several times during a place that gets boring. Okay, no. Okay, I'm gonna be neutral with this then. Because I don't mind playing like, you know, maps, the same map several times. I don't mind that technically. If there's only one type of map, like the game, um, Lab Hayden's, I think it's called, Midwich. I don't mind those. It's the mostly the different maps of the same realm that I have issues with. Just the corn. I don't like the corn. McMillan Estate, kinda, but it's just, yeah. I mean, if you play that so many times during a play session, it just gets boring. I agree with that. I dislike when a new map is already established realm. I somewhat agree. How many different killers do you own? All of them. How many different killers do you play on with a regular basis? I enjoy Hunter, Trapper. Myers is okay. I enjoy Freddy. Ghostface, Legion, Pyramid Head, Death Slinger. Not too sure about Oni. I would say 8. To what extent do you agree with the following? When a new chapter is released, I find it exciting to learn to play the new killer. Yeah, I'm excited to play the new killer. To see what their limitations are, to see their add-ons, what their power, how they can work with it, their perks. Yeah. When a chapter is released, I find it tiresome To learn, no, I strongly disagree. Because when you learn the killer, you know how to go against the killer. I feel there are too many killers, and no, I disagree. There's never wrong having more. I mean, yeah, sure, you know, there's a lot of DLCs you have to go through, don't get me wrong, but there's nothing wrong with that. To what extent do you agree with the following? The main reason I get new chapters for the perks. The main reason I get new chapters for the killer. The main reason I get new chapters to support the game. Oh, well, yeah, okay. For the perks? I mean, yeah. Perks are nice. But it's not, I mean, it's not the main reason I got the new chapter, though. It's for the killer. I'm surprised that there's nothing about survivors. It's all about killers. Have you noticed that so far? It's about killers. I haven't really seen anything about survivors. Why? Why is that? I somewhat agree for the new killer. Support the game? Yeah, I mean, I like supporting the game. Yeah. There's nothing wrong to support a game that you like. I support Sea of Thieves. The main reason I get a new chapter is for the theme and fantasy of it. I mean, based on the last chapter, I agree, so yeah. I enjoy how often a new map is summoned after a new... Yes. I do like that. Although, it felt really short with the Silent Hill chapter, because the anniversary is like, you know, their year, you know, anniversary is like right there, so they had to cut it short, unfortunately. At least that's what it feels like. After a new release, I find it hard to switch my main character due to my rank. Nah, I don't care about my rank. After a new release, I find it hard to switch my main character to not having the perks I want. No, because I'm learning how to play him. Have you seen this video? Yes. What does that have to do with anything? I think that's just advertisement to sell you their merch or their cosmetics. Was that? What? Wait. Yeah. Yeah, this is just to sell their... Wow. 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 Okay. To what extent do you agree with the following? I enjoyed watching this video. Oh, they want you to watch it? I mean, I did like how they the presentation of it. This video was informative. Kinda. I mean, it was just telling you what they have. I learned about new Silent Hill cosmetics from this video. No, I already knew about the cosmetics from it being in the from it already being in the store. Now, unless they show the video first, then implement the costumes in later, then sure. But I think the costumes were already in the game. This video is visually appealing. I strongly agree. It's very nice. The presentation was good. The video was too short. I don't care. Have you purchased any Silent Hill cosmetic items? Yes, I have. How did you first learn about Silent Hill cosmetic items? Browsing in the in-game store. Reporting feature. Have you ever used the character reporting feature at the end of match? Yes. Although it doesn't do anything. To what extent do you agree with? I am satisfied with the functionality of the reporting feature. The reporting feature is fine. It's just you guys don't do anything about it. I'm gonna be neutral about it because it doesn't do anything. Because you need their Steam ID and and so forth. So in order to do that, you need to yeah. It's just it doesn't do anything. Considering that you have to go on their website. So what's the point? I am satisfied with the outcome of using the reporting. I feel like it makes an impact when I. No, I strongly disagree. I don't feel the impact at all. Being able to report misbehavior brings value to the game. Well, yeah, it does bring value to the game. I totally believe that. As it is, I would continue to use the reporting feature. I I think they could improve it. Yeah, I think they can improve it. Never made progress in the archives. Yeah, not all the way, but I've made progress. Except for Tome 3. I just started the whole Tome thing. Have you ever purchased a Rift Pass? Yes. Have you ever read, listen to, watch official Dead by Daylight lore on external websites instead of unlocking in the archives? No, actually. I did not know that you can do that. Do you know how to do the following? Unlock the story. Lore. I mean, that's from just doing the archives, right? Because I saw the pages and all that. So I'm going to say yes. Read, watch stories you've unlocked. Do you know? Yeah, because you just click on it. I saw it. You just click on it. Yeah, I know how to do all that. What story, lore, in the archives did you make progress towards in Tome 1? Text or animation? Actually, none of the above at the moment because I was more focusing on going through the levels than actually unlocking anything because I wanted those charms. What story, lore, none of the above. I kind of just rushed through it. I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything about these things. I should really get back into that and do them. To what extent do you agree with the following? I enjoy reading, watching Dead by Daylight story lore in general. I do agree. I do like the lore um and the story they have going for it. I just didn't go through the archives. Fantasy. Yeah, I strongly like the fantasy of it. Part of the reason I use the archives is to unlock this stuff. I mean, yeah, technically, but I haven't unlocked like much of the story. I think I unlocked Kate now I think about it, but I didn't bother going into it yet because I want to unlock everything first. It's mostly for the blood points. I enjoy when cosmetics are related to the character. Yes, I think that's a good touch. I prefer cosmetics are related to the characters. Yes, I agree. To what extent do you agree with the following? I did not listen or watch this type of lore. I enjoy narrative voiceovers that come with. Yeah, I mean, I like that. The voiceovers are narrated at good speed. I agree. I listened to a little bit of Kate's before I realized what was going on. Like, what's going on? Because I clicked on it not knowing. I'm satisfied with the level of emotion, feeling of the. I don't know because I, I don't know. I guess I can't really answer that then, can I? Because a little of it is not like the whole thing. But I do like voiceovers though. That's quite nice. I'm gonna say that. Oh, I would love to watch animations. That'd be perfect. Yes, I would agree. The first type of story lore do you prefer? Introducing new characters, expanding the universe, seasonal based. Hmm. If I can do multiple, I would definitely choose that. If you expand the universe, right, that means more characters, correct? But if they expand the character's background, the characters have more in depth. I feel like these two are the same. Let's go with that. More content's always good. Preferred genre of story lore: cheerful, happy, sad, dark, angry, and vengeful. I mean, it just depends on the character themselves. I like dark though. Preferred role of the story. I don't really have a preference. To what extent do you agree with the following? I enjoy engaging. This is a lot longer than I anticipated, everybody. I enjoy engaging with the DBD community. No. A lot of them are entitled. A lot of them are toxic. I don't enjoy the community as a whole. Man, it's bad. The developers' communications encourages me to engage with the DBD community. I have to wait. I have to take that back. I kind of hold on. I'm going to have to go neutral. Actually, now I think about it. Right, and the reason I go neutral, is because I go to streams and I see so many people in these streams where they enjoy the game. They're part of the community, right? So in that aspect, I strongly agree because generally those people are pretty chill. It's just during gameplay and post chat, even sometimes in lobby chat, it's just god awful. So I'm gonna have to go neutral with that. Encourage me to. No, they don't encourage me. Streamers, however, do, but not developers. It's not the developer's fault, right? I mean, then again, I mean they do stream, but then again, the latest stream like fix the cake, and that's all you see in their stream. Yeah, I'm gonna go here. The tone of developers' communications is fun when appropriate. Yeah, I agree. Is positive when appropriate. Yeah, I mean it's fine. Did you watch Dead by the stream? I didn't watch the entirety. I watched part of it though. Have you participated in any community anniversary events, contests, raffles, exams? Fog Whispers, yeah, all the time. Yes. I watched like True Talent and Omrek. I think Omreker's a Fog Whisper, right? Yeah. To what extent do you agree with the following? I enjoyed the overall anniversary broadcast. I like their broadcast. I didn't care for their chat. I'm satisfied with the amount of different groups of people who were included in anniversary broadcast. Am I thinking of the right one? I'm neutral on that one. I don't care. I felt there could be. I don't care about different groups of people. Right. I don't see the point of value of that. Sure, cool. Different groups of people. I don't care. They're people. That's how they are to me. I see people as people. I don't put them as groups. I don't see the point. Why would you put people in groups? Because of difference? That's a whole different subject right there. I'm turning off right there. I felt that there could have been more variety to the groups who were included to the broadcast. Again, I've only watched part of it, so I cannot actually answer that properly, so I'm gonna go with neutral. I'm satisfied with the level that fan content was included into the event. I like that. I do like the fact they would put in fan stuff. Yeah, that's quite nice, actually. To what extent do you agree with the following? I am satisfied the diversity of the events for the anniversary. I can't answer that because I didn't watch the whole thing. I'm satisfied with the frequency of streams for the anniversary. Yeah, I do like it when they stream non-stream events for the anniversary. It's fine. Any comments? Fix the cakes. I'm hoping they read that and they get a chuckle out of it. Decision making. In what order of importance do you consider the following motivations on when deciding to purchase a new game? In the last 3 months, have you recommended Dead by Daylight to a friend, family member, colleague? Yes, I have. Especially if it's on sale. I'm a male. In what country do you currently reside? I'm in the United States. What year were you born? How did you describe your experience level with Dead by Daylight? Like my current experience? I'm intermediate. Which of the following are genres of music you... Why does music have to do with anything? I like indie, um, rock, classical. Not so much on hip hop anymore, pop. I'm surprised rap's not here. K-pop? Is that like Korea pop? I do like jazz. Wait, is this like instrumental? Like no songs? Just ooh. Hmm. Yeah, I'm working with this so far. Have anything else to share? Let us know. All right, I just finished my thoughts on like some suggestions to them, and that's it, everybody. Thank you. It's gonna be a long video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and if you watch this entire thing, bravo. But yeah, I'm gonna head out. Thank you, guys and gals, for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.